Okay, this message is for the NAACP. I noticed that they moving with emotions. Derrick Johnson, you are moving with emotions. You and your constituents. To not invite Donald Trump to speak so the Black America and America can hear what he has to say and be cross-examined by the people is just straight reflection of how your emotions is going. That's exactly what Kamala Harris is about. You know, not showing up, talking crazy. How can you not invite the president of America to talk to the American people? Black Americans like me wanna see what he has to say. Y'all voted for him, and I stand behind him 1,000%. As far as black education goes, it has failed. And if you are backing Derrick Johnson, and you and this is to you and your constituents, if you are backing the Board of Education, then you have failed us also. And I don't think you should be running the NAACP because you have no clue of what you're doing either. If you are satisfied with young black Americans' education, our education is trash in the inner cities. Our education is trash. So that means the Board of Education has failed and needs to be corrected. So, like Donald Trump said, and I'm 100% behind him, we need to shut down the Board of Education and revamp it. It's just like when your house gets old, you need a makeover. You redo your kitchen, your bathroom, you put some paint on it because it's not working for you anymore. It doesn't look it's not beautified anymore. So as far as the NAACP goes, it's like you guys are like Democrats. You guys talk about people. You know, I guess you guys think you can hold your nose up and feel like, oh yeah, well, we're not gonna call the president because of what? So what? I don't agree with everything that the NAACP does. So you guys are not perfect at all. Period. I don't care what that title NAACP stands for. You are not perfect, and you have not done as much as you could do for the American people. I don't care what you say, snubbing Donald Trump. I don't care what color nobody is. The American black people and the American people, period, they want to hear the questions being asked by the NAACP to our president, and we want to hear what he has to say. Period. You can't go on emotions. You guys are moving on emotions. That's not what the NAACP was built on. It wasn't built on emotions. That name is a powerful name, and it should stand tall by itself without any kind of ridicule behind it, any kind of just faceless ignorance, emotions, none of that. No racism, nothing. I don't care that Donald Trump is a white man. You got to hear what he has to say. He's funding black colleges. He let my homeboy out of prison, Corvain Cooper. My homie that had no money, he couldn't give him no money. He signed this paper because they over the feds over sentenced him and they let him out. Donald Trump signed this paperwork to let him out. He let a host of black people out. He's paid homage on platforms about black people. He signed in the First Step Act. I bet you see this the cold thing about it. You'll have a fake brother, which is Obama. You'll have a fake brother. You'll talk to a fake brother, but you won't talk to another brother of another color that's much more realer than the fake brother that you had. See, Obama wasn't raised around no brother, so for the advancement of colored people, he don't even fit in right there. This man was born and raised somewhere else, lived around other people. He grew up in a diverse crowd. He can't represent the brothers, and you just saw that when you saw all the black people turn against Obama for him trying to get up there and lead us down a dark alley. So to you, I say, Derrick Johnson, I think you ought to revamp the camp. I think you ought to rethink your thinking, because the title that you using Black America. And we have a say-so in the advancement of colored people. I'm a colored person. You see me, I'm black. I'm fat and black. You see me? So with you running around and you running the advancement of color people, I think you should let the colored people decide if they want to talk to them with no bias. See, we're not doing the bias thing. We giving everybody a chance. Because if I look back, the First Step Act was a chance for that. And Donald Trump said that he signed in the First Step Act because it hurt black people the most. Go look that up on YouTube. He said it hurt black people the most. He didn't say white people, Mexican people. He didn't say no other people. He said the federal prison system hurt black people the most. So he signed that into law that people can go to school and get out and get a quicker release date and get out faster. You probably not a criminal. I don't even know if you're a criminal or not, Derrick Johnson, to keep it real with you, because I don't know you. But somebody in your family has went to jail and they're a criminal. Somebody around you is a criminal. So that's one to help out people that made mistakes and they need to get back into society. They paid their debt to society, and now they need to get back in and join a reentry program and try this thing again. The board of education is a joke. These kids is in the 10th grade reading on the 3rd grade level. How can you even say out your mouth that's progress? That's backwards progress, man. And for you to snub the president and say, oh, we don't want to talk to the president, but you'll talk to a Democrat, somebody who gave us Section 8, AFDC, food stamps, and low income, but told us, you know what, you can't get none of this stuff unless you take the father out of the house. So they broke up the American black family, and you was cool with that, though. You was cool with that, though, Derrick Johnson. You cool with that type of stuff. You probably was backing Kamala Harris, and she didn't want to go on Joe Rogan's podcast because what? She didn't want to talk about the marijuana convictions that she allegedly didn't do. Come on, man. You got to bring the people up. You got to bring, if you going to back some people, you got to back all people, because you are not the boss of American black people, period. We want to hear what Donald Trump has to say when the black people has questions for him. I want to see his replies. I want to see his rebuttals. Black people want to see that. Regardless of what you guys turned into and you feel like, oh, he's this color. I don't care what nobody color is. The only colors I have a problem with is the colors that have a problem with me, period. And I don't think, and as far as like me thinking Donald Trump has a problem with black people, I just don't see it. All black people, a lot of black people, they follow different trends. And one of the trends that they follow, and this is how you know, I bet you if somebody asks you, I wonder if somebody asks you, Derrick Johnson, did you vote for Donald Trump? And if you get on there and say, oh, no, heck no, I wouldn't vote for that racist, you're a follower. Because to me, in my years on this planet, my mentor, Henry Stuckey, before he died, I had an argument with him about Donald Trump and why he was supporting Donald Trump. And I was cussing him out and all that. He told me, calm down, G. He said, calm down. He said, do some research. Let's do some research together. And he made me see Donald Trump in a different light. And just to be clear, there's no race that has love for black people. All people not racist. All people are not racist. But name one race that like black people. We don't even like ourselves. So for you to try to knock down Donald Trump and not let him at least come and answer some questions, that's kind of insane, man. Derrick Johnson, that's insane. And to whoever was in your ear telling you not to do that, I bet you I bet you 9 times out of 10 it was a black woman who told you this. If not your wife, somebody in the NAACP told you this, and I guarantee it's a black woman. Why? Because they wanted Kamala Harris to win, and Kamala Harris was not qualified for the job at all. And you saw America stand up and show you the candidate that they was looking for. They showed you who the best candidate was. So my message to you, Derrick Johnson, I would appreciate if you go back and do some thinking and rethink what you just said to the American public. I want you to go back and rethink what you just said, because it ain't nothing wrong with somebody coming and y'all asking him some questions. It ain't nothing wrong with that. Black America wants answers. Black America deserves to hear what Donald Trump has to say. He is the black people's president. He is the American president. We want to know what Donald Trump has to say. I want to hear the answers. I voted for the man because I believed in him, and I still believe in him, and I'm standing on business. So I got to call out the NAACP because I ain't never seen y'all in my hood. I have never seen y'all in South Central Los Angeles doing anything. So if you want to condemn Donald Trump, then we got to condemn the NAACP, right? What have y'all done for the black people in South Central Los Angeles? That's what I want to know. Since we want to knock people down and, say this and this and that, then y'all running around talking about, oh, he's trying to get rid of black history. No one person, nobody on this face of this earth can get rid of black history. Nobody. Black history is in your mind. Black history is set in your skin. Black history is a part of this country. Black history can't be removed. I don't care if you remove a statue over here, a picture over here, even if you close down a museum. Black history will never be forgotten. Ever, ever, ever. So you got to come on. If you represent advancement for colored people, the colored people want to hear what Donald Trump got to say. I don't care about all y'all people that got a problem because you think he's this and you think he's that and you don't even know him. That's like somebody saying something about you and they don't know you. You've been judged before. You judging a man, you don't even know him. You just going around because your friends say, oh, a lot of y'all voted for Kamala Harris, because she was a woman. Oh, because your friend was voting for Kamala Harris, you voted. That's a follower's mentality. We don't do followers' mentalities. It's time to stand up. And black people right now are standing up. And the way you could tell that black people are standing up, you see the Hispanics is fighting a battle by themselves. The black people ain't getting involved. That's the first view of black people standing on their own too. That's the view of black people standing on their own business. So Derrick Johnson, I think, me as a black man, and I'm going to speak for a lot of black men that voted for Donald Trump. And I'm going to speak for a lot of black Americans that just want to know. They might not support Donald Trump. They might not like Donald Trump. They might not care for his color. They might not care for his hair. They might not like the suits that Donald Trump wear. But one thing I do know, they want to hear the answers that he has to the questions that the NAACP has to ask him. How about that? So once you don't deprive black America, because see, we rep this. You one person. You just a piece of the system. We all a whole. Black America is a whole. And we want to hear it. And I'm talking for a lot of black Americans. I guarantee me, my brothers, all the people I talk to, all the black men that voted for him, and that 8% of black women that voted for him. See, we ain't worried about that 90%, that 92% of black women that voted for him, because half of them only voted because she was a woman. They didn't vote because she was qualified. They just voted because they wanted, we want a black woman up in there. Just like the women in the NAACP probably been in your ear like, nah, don't vote Donald Trump. And that's emotions. We're not working on emotions. You can't. So that's probably why the Board of Education ain't working, because they working on emotions. So tell me that, Mr. NAACP, Derrick Johnson, why How come it's 10th graders reading on the 3rd grade level in the black community? Answer that. Where is the NAACP though? Where's the NAACP? That's all I want to know. Since we tripping on the president that I voted for and a lot of black Americans voted for, since we tripping, let's call out the NAACP. What are y'all doing? I have never seen nothing about NAACP in South Central Los Angeles, California. Where are y'all at? When all these brothers is down here doing stuff to each other, where is the NAACP at? Since it's the advancement of color people, where are y'all at? I don't see no boots on the ground from the NAACP. Derrick Johnson, what are you doing, brother? Tell me, what are you doing? Are you hanging out with your friends that fund you? That of another ethnicity, of other ethnic group? Well, what's going on? Are you being driven by women in the NAACP that has a problem with Donald Trump, and that's what made you make your decision? I want to know. Black America wants to know. Black America wants to see Donald Trump invited to the NAACP and let him answer the questions. We're not saying hang out with him and party with him. We're not saying invite him to your dinner. We're not saying invite him to your house. We're not saying invite him to your birthday party or your naughty parties. I bet you I bet you invite P. Diddy though. Huh? I bet you invite P. Diddy to the NAACP and let him speak, huh? I bet you'll do that, huh? What's the difference? I want Donald Trump to come and address the NAACP. I'm talking for most black Americans. I'm talking for all the black Americans that voted for Donald Trump. And we gonna stand up. And I hope whoever sees this video, y'all make a video and call out Derrick Johnson and the rest of the NAACP that's moving with emotions. See, we're not moving with emotions. Emotions make things weak. Just like the Board of Education is weak. We need to do something. Where is black America? I want to see black America ask Donald Trump questions. Just like when he went on that show before he got voted in for president. He went on there with, what was that little show he had with the little lady and she didn't even say hi to him? We ain't doing the emotional stuff. No emotional stuff. This is business. And if Donald Trump can help with business in the black community for black America, then I think we need to invite him to the table, talk to him, tell him what we need, and see if he'll give it to us. Because if I'm not mistaken, what he's already done, the little portion of stuff that he's already done for black America, that, your President Obama that you spoke so highly of, the fake brother, the fake black man, yeah, no, Donald Trump has done that. First Step Act, funded for HBCUs, letting a lot of people out of a federal prison, let the lady gave her a pardon and then hired her. Oh, he don't hire black people. He got 2 or 3 black people working for him. When you own something, you can hire and put in place who you want to. But Derrick Johnson, I think you are doing America black. I think Derrick Johnson, you are doing black America a real disservice. You and your constituents. And I know for a fact, it's some black women behind you pushing that narrative, man. And it don't need to be that way, bro. It don't need to be that way because people like us, we want to hear what Donald Trump has to say. I want to hear what Donald Trump has to say. I want you to question him down. I want you to get him like a prosecutor. I want you to ask him questions like a prosecutor. Because they say Donald Trump don't answer no questions. Donald Trump talks a lot. Anybody that talks a lot answers questions. So if he drifts off somewhere else, no, bring the question right back. Donald Trump, we want to know this. If he drift off again, bring the question right back. No, Donald Trump, we want to know this. Black America deserves this. Black America, it's advancement for colored people, right? So show the colored people what Donald Trump has to say. Show the colored people what Donald Trump can fix. Show the colored people let the colored people hear what Donald Trump has to say. We just want to hear the reply to your questions. That's it, Derrick. With you not having him on here, it shows a lot about you, brother. You're not a pure brother like you say you are if you won't have Donald Trump on there. What are you scared of? You can't worry about the people that's behind you right now. You got to make the right decision for the NAACP is made up of a few black people, but the world has more black people than the NAACP has. We want to hear it. We are stronger than y'all. We're the engine to your corporation. So let us hear what Donald Trump got to say. We voted for Trump. We want to hear what he got to say. We voted for Trump for a reason. So let the man come and say what he can and cannot do, and then hold him accountable. If you invite him on there and he say he could do something for us and he don't do it, then talk the crazy stuff. If you get any value from this video, please like, follow, and subscribe. Like, follow, and subscribe. It don't cost one red penny to like, follow, and subscribe. I'm here every day. Check me out. Watch the video to its entirety. I appreciate having you. I appreciate all my subscribers. I appreciate all the likers, all the commenters, all the thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever. This is straight to the NAACP. And whoever sees this video, y'all, if y'all feel like the way I feel, y'all just want to see Donald Trump answer some questions from the NAACP, from the supposedly black people up there. See, I want to hear from the non-emotional black people. I want to hear from the business part of the NAACP. Y'all put a video up too. Comment below, let me know, but y'all put a video up too and direct it towards Derrick Johnson of the NAACP.